Welcome back to another and possibly last episode of Season 1 of free desktop recording softwares. A series where I review free desktop recording software. I've said it's the last episode possibly of Season 1. There'll be more seasons, there'll be more videos of course, so the series is not over by a long shot. So let's review a program called Loom, video messaging for work. Let's take a look at the website. So first thing we can see, if you guys watched my previous video about screen rec, you can see that immediately we do see a very similar type of application with the widget on the left side and with the web camera. So here we have a presentation that says record video messages on your screen, cam or both. It gives us the idea of what we can do with this program. It's faster than typing an email or meeting live. Here we have more information about how you can copy the link, so we might have a cloud storage, a more efficient, expressive, effective way to communicate, and there's this beautiful presentation of you actually controlling the camera. This is very nicely done. So just scrolling through the website, overall the website has been, I want to say, created very nicely. It's a very nice presentation. Again, we have some feedback from people that are using this program and how many are using it. We're not going to really trust this. These companies can fake this. However, it might be that this is true. I don't know. However, I just choose not to trust it. Next, I can hover over use cases and I can see what I can use this program for. It gives you the idea that it's designed for more productive type of people, for teams, for sales, for engineering, designing, support, and so forth. Next, let's click on pricing button and let's compare free version to paid versions. Also, let's find out what program is about. We can see starter, business, and enterprise pack. There's also teacher or student. Try our free Loom for education plan. And it seems like you can get a bunch of features that you usually wouldn't get in normal free version. However, I'm not a teacher or a student, so really I don't need this. Let's focus on strictly the free version. So it says we can have up to 25 creators. This means these are basically the people that will be making videos in this sort of a group, if you will. We can also have up to 100 videos and screenshots. You can, however, create as many as you want, but you can only access 100 most recent in this group or your workspace, as they like to call it. And you can also make up to 5-minute recording length videos. We also have a couple of more features, but if I scroll down, we actually get an in-depth look. So here we can have 25 creators, but if you pay, you can have 100, and going so forth. Couple of things to note: is video recording quality for free version is only 720p, which I think for this kind of purpose it could be just enough, but just wanted to note it. You can record camera or screen system audio, you have some editing features, you have video trimming and GIF thumbnails, and so forth. Here are more of the features that you have and do not have. Okay, let's go ahead and download Loom for free. Now it's asking me to sign up for Loom, start a fully featured 14-day trial of Loom, which is something that I don't want. But it seems I cannot choose an option to not use a trial. So it seems that I have to click sign up with Google. There's actually a bunch of stuff to read and agree. Who reads this anyways? What will you use Loom for? I'm gonna go as for personal use. Hopefully I can choose a free version. Who do you want to share videos with? I'm creating videos for hobby or project. Now it asks me for workspace name. I'm gonna name it like this and I'll click create. It says welcome recorded equals false. Invite your team, not now. Now what do you want, desktop app or Chrome extension? I'm actually gonna go with desktop app now. Download Loom desktop app for Windows, and it's actually downloading. Loom setup 0.64.0 and it's 75.1 megabytes. That's actually interesting because actually 21st November 2020 I downloaded this program because I was initially going to do the review in November, and the setup name was 0.60.2. Now it's 64, so it seems like in a month they did some changes. So let's go ahead and install the program. So once I run the program, here's what I get. It asks me to sign in or sign up. Now if you create an account for the first time with this program, you will have a 14-day free trial. But however, I'm not going to focus on that since that's not a free version. Let me focus strictly on free version, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. The recording process goes as follows. You select what you want to capture, whether screen, camera, screen only, or cam only. You can then choose whether full screen or window. I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to choose desktop 1. Here I can select my microphone and I can choose the recording quality and click start recording. there's this very nice countdown of 3, 2, 1. We do hear a sound notification and the recording starts. At the left side we can see the countdown and the stop button. Hovering over it displays more buttons, but I'm gonna click it, and that stops the recording and then opens up the web page with our recorded video, and we can play this video. A sound notification, and there you go. By the way, to download the video you click these 3 dots and you click download. Once you log in, here's what you have. So there's a Loom logo. On the right side there is a home button. If I click on it, it actually takes me to the website and it says your workspace has been downgraded. This is because I have signed up for this and I have waited for 14 days trial the period to expire, and here's what it is. So I'm just gonna click, I guess, review changes. It just tells me that my subscription has been downgraded to starter plan. So it tells me what I don't have anymore. I can have only 100 videos and screenshots. I have a limit of 5 minutes, no drawing tools, no call to action, no custom branding, and no engagement insight. I'm gonna click keep limited functionality. I can actually click on settings and I can go to plan and billing, and you can see right here it says that I have free account and I am the only creator. So let's check it out. First thing we can see is actually, let's go to these settings, I guess, this 3 dots. If I click on it, it actually opens up the menu and I can click preferences. So first thing that we can see is the settings. Default quality is set to auto. I'm gonna click on it and you can see that I can go up until 720p, which matches what the website says. And if you want higher, you need to upgrade. So every time there's some restriction, you're gonna see this kind of button. So I'm going to click 720p, highlight mouse clicks. As you can see, we cannot use that, so it's not there. Recording countdown is on. We have flip camera. Flip, basically it means it flips the camera horizontally. Usually when you do this, you sort of appear to look prettier, if you will, or more appealing. So yeah, you might want to use that. And by the way, this is not a jab on my viewers. So we have show control menu. There's also record audio in mono. We have use system audio. It probably means it will record system audio. Record audio in mono means that I have one microphone. So it means I'm recording only from one source. That's a mono source. So you might want to click this. Show control menu is probably during the recording. You're going to have a little control menu on the left side, which I'll showcase that. And you can see on the left side, here is how that little toolbar looks like. And we can see that the recording limit of 5 minutes. We have something about screenshots, which I'm not interested. Use fallback recorder. This usually might mean if there are some issues with the regular recorder, you can use the fallback recorder. Maybe it solves your issues. I'm going to stick with the regular one. And we have show recording time. It's going to display it on the left side. And finally, it says that we have a limit, and in order to remove the limit, we should upgrade. I'm going to move on to shortcuts. Basically, we have a couple of shortcuts for a couple of things. And we have account. I'm actually going to turn off download updates in background. And I like that there is an option for this to turn it off. And that's it. I'm going to press X button. It takes me back to the program. Now I can choose what I want, a video or a screenshot. Then I'm going to choose that I want to record screen and camera, screen only, or camera only. I'm going to choose that I want to record screen only. Then I can click right here and I can choose either a full screen or a window, and I can also click select desktop if I go full screen, and I can choose either of my 2 desktops. I'm going to choose the main one, which is 1080p, by the way. Here we have a camera. Basically select your devices and also select the microphone. If I select the microphone, you can see as I'm talking, it's actually displaying my voice, and it also helps me realize that microphone is in fact working. We also have internet speed is good notification, because once you stop the recording, your video gets uploaded to the cloud service. And finally here we can also choose the quality of the recording. Again, 720p is my default one. Let's check out what we have on the left side. Here's a 5-minute time limit. If I hover over it, it tells me to upgrade and stuff. This button stops. This button restarts the recording. Here we have a pause, a cancel, and also drawing, but again it says we need to upgrade to use this. I'm going to click start recording. It also tells me that there's a 5-minute limit, and it's starting recording. And we can see notification that we can use this shortcut to start and stop the recording. It's a nice reminder. I'm going to click got it. And we have actually pretty nice animation of 3, 2, 1, and the way it was presented, there's a sound notification once again. And here we have the timer slowly ticking down for the limit. If I hover to the left side, we have stopped recording. Once again, restart, pause, and cancel. I'm just going to click stop because I think all of those are self-explanatory. Again, there's a sound notification. The video is actually being uploaded to the cloud, and here it is. I can click play, and by the way, I have a couple of more options. Let's check out those first before I play. There are video preferences. We can see comments. So if I guess scroll down, comments are underneath. Notifications, emoji reactions, animated thumbnails. Viewer can download and show analytics to viewer. I'm just going to leave that as it is. There's a trim video button. So if I guess hover over anywhere, I click start trimming, and then I can just choose what I want, and then I can just go remove, I'm assuming. So it basically cuts off that part of the video, to my knowledge, as it seems. Also, we can publish changes. I'm just going to undo this and return to video. There's also call to action, but we need to upgrade for that, and also thumbnail, we need to upgrade for that. Here are some reactions. I guess you can add like a reaction. Maybe if I played a video, I can add, yeah, you can add a reaction at a certain time in the video, which is actually pretty nice. The player is actually, seems to be very functional. I can go back 5 seconds or forward 5 seconds, works just fine. I can also change the speed by just clicking. I have a theater mode. There's also picture-in-picture mode and full screen. Underneath we can leave comments, something like that, post. And there we go. It also tells me when I left the comment. There's actually a little mark for me leaving a comment. Let's try just adding one more. I click post, and you can see that your comment gets added to actual timeline of the video as well. Just really quickly, this is useful. For example, if you want to comment at certain point in the video, say at this point your stuff is not working here, you can scroll down and see exactly at what point somebody was talking about in the video, and you can go there and see what they're talking about. Very nice. Also, we have libraries, for example, personal, shared library, and there's also team library, and also you have your settings for your account. Also, the program seems to use show something. You can see this icon if you can recognize it. FFmpeg, or I think it's called FFmpeg or FFD show. It's using some of those plugins to record your screen. So that was the showcase of the program and its features. My first impressions are it's actually very similar to ScreenRec, or maybe ScreenRec is very similar to this program. I'm not sure exactly which one came out earlier. I really like how the animations of the program are very smooth, and program actually feels like it's very deluxe. I want to call it like that. I didn't really see any contradictions to the website and to the program itself, and it seems to do the things that basically I was reading on the website. It's very nice, simple program, and it seems to be very well designed for what it's supposed to do. However, the only thing that I don't get is this cloud storage. How much storage space do you have, and where exactly is this being uploaded? However, the next question is, does this program have luxury features, and what are they? First thing is, we have a recording countdown, and the way it starts is actually pretty well, beautifully designed. Look at that. Let's do that again. Pay attention. Did you notice how the animation slowly fades in, but it also seems to do a nice stretch out animation. One more thing is the way the library or workspace is designed, especially for the comments. You scroll down, and when you leave comments, you can see at what point somebody left a comment. Also, you can react to particular moments in the video, which is actually very useful and very cute in a way. And just in general, in my opinion, as somebody who has worked with a team sometime in the past, I think the whole idea of the program, the way it's designed to communicate between people, is a sort of a luxury on its own, because it saves you so much time, and it needs to be mentioned, I think. Next, let's find out if we can actually download this video and test it in a video editing software. Since there were no options for me to actually download this or have it saved to my computer, if I open up a video, I can click these 3 dots and there is a download option, and the video starts downloading, and it's been downloaded already. Let's check it out in a video editing software. So here's the video. I can see that it's 23.88 frames per second, and I'm actually going to drag it. One more thing, it's 1280 by 720, 1.32 megabytes. Recording, once again, restart, pause, and cancel. Video seems to be playing just fine. I don't feel or see any stutter. The quality is a little bit lower to me, it seems, and the colors are a little bit washed out, but it seems just fine, just acceptable. Now let's take a look at the bad things I ran into. First thing is, once you stop the recording, for example, or you do something else that could require you to not see the recording window, it simply disappears, as you can see right here, and it doesn't pop back up once you complete that particular action. So as you can see, I just completed the recording, and the recorder is not popping up again. It's actually hidden in the tray area, and that's where it opens up. In the program itself, at the very moment, I am using a completely free version that has limits. If I go through the features, we can see that there is a button that tells me to upgrade, and it gives me the idea that I'm using simply free version. However, other than that indication, this is not stated anywhere inside the actual program. At this moment, I am actually logged into another account that has a trial period, and if you take a look at the program now, there are no restrictions, but also there's nothing that tells me that I am in fact using a trial version. There's nothing. If I scroll down, nothing. There's no indication. Only way to find out what kind of plan you have, what's going on, is to actually open up the settings, go plan and billing, and here you can see right here that I have Loom Business Trial. If you sign up for an account and you decide to close this survey, you're not going to be able to use the program because it's constantly going to open up the web page that asks you to complete the survey and create a workspace name. So let me just demonstrate it once again. I'm going to close this and I'm going to try to open up the program to attempt to use it, but as you can see, you can't. The program closes out for you and it opens up the web page once again. I guess that's because you need to create a workspace name, but once you do that, you can use the program. And just overall, ScreenRec and this program are very similar. Both have actually this tab on the left side. Both are designed for pretty much same purpose. They both have cloud storage, very similar things going on. So who copied who? Now let's take a look at the good things I ran into. First thing that's very nice to have is record countdown. What really impressed me is when I clicked start recording, check the way it zooms in and pops in. I like that. Very nice, very pretty animation, and the simple animation of the countdown is actually very nice, of 3, 2, 1, the circle and everything. While recording, on the left side, if you hover over, a little bar pops up and you can choose what to do. Pause, simply restart the recording. I'm just gonna click restart, or you can resume, and again we get the countdown, very nice animation, and it pops in. Upon completion of the recording, you can watch your video, but also people can comment on it and react, which is a very nice feature, and it helps a lot with teamwork, getting things done very fast and getting your message across very fast. If I click full screen, I can actually click the button change desktop and choose either of my two desktops, and I get a nice little preview. This is very well designed and it looks awesome. If I also click window, for example, I can choose what desktop and I can select apps that are opened on that particular desktop, and I can record those. Very nice. These sound notifications are very cute and give you precisely the idea of when your recording starts or stops. And upon completing the recording, it automatically and very quickly gets uploaded to the website with there's your name, there's the date and everything. One more very cute thing is during the recording you can actually press the shortcut button for confetti, and here's how that looks like. Now let me show you guys the settings that I have used with this program to record my full screen that you're gonna see in the sample video section. So I used to record screen only with full screen of my main desktop. Here's how I have set up the settings over here, and also the recording quality is 720p. Other preferences, here's how everything else is set up, the shortcuts, and that's pretty much it. Here is a sample video from Loom. I'm gonna right click on it and present you guys with the Mediainfo. We can see that it's 4.69 megabytes for the 30-second recording of 1289 kilobits per second of overall bitrate. Let's scroll down a little bit more. It's recorded at 20.5 frames per second. We can see that the bitrate, and also we can see width and the height. And there's also audio. Taking a look at the bitrate of audio, it's 69.7 kilobits per second, which is even lower than ScreenRec, I think. This is very, very low. Let's see if we can hear the difference. So here I am recording with the Loom Recorder. I'm just gonna have the music play like this, and I'm gonna click a couple of times, right click. I'll also drag this window so you can feel how that looks like. Here's actually some confetti. Look how that looks like. So I'm gonna drag the window with it as well. So seems to be working just okay, and that's about it from me. Here we go. Final summary and a review. Well, first thing, I'll have to commend the developers and just general the website. Everything that I've noticed and everything that I did read and see on the website was pretty much what I've noticed in the program. The pricing comparison was pretty much on point. Once I scroll down, I can see exactly what I have. You do have a limit of 5 minutes. You have 720p quality, you can record your camera, your screen, the system audio. Everything was there, just like they said, and that has to be commended for. I like how there's a tab on the left side. It also sort of slides in during the recording. You have basic options that you would need, everything at the glance of your hand for stop, restart, pause, delete the recording. Drawing, however, is not available, but that's just fine. Every time something's not available, it simply tells you. There's this little icon of upgrade with little stars, something like that. Also, very cute program, I have to say. Just from the confetti animation, here we have this nice button. The way the countdown animation sort of zooms in, but it also fades in. Honestly, everything was designed just fine. It's very simple, minimal, easy to understand, very quick to get into. And I think if you're somebody who works in a group, you can't teach everybody, it takes a long time. You could also record a video, but you don't even have to. It's so fast, everybody can understand it very easily. Most of the basic options are there. Honestly, I don't have anything bad to say about the program. There were a couple of tiny things, but most of the stuff is very easy to handle. Once again, just like the screen rec, I think it's gonna do the job for what it's designed to do, especially if it's combined with the cloud storage that you have. However, it doesn't really say how much space of the cloud storage you do have, what's going on there. There's no detail, but here's my assumption. Since the videos that you record are actually very minimal size, here I have 30-second recording of, what is this, 5 megabytes? The size of the videos is not that big, so I think that they probably can handle, for example, 100 videos. There's no watermark. I think it can be used for a desktop recording, however, this limit of 5 minutes always hanging over you, it's really hard to use it for a desktop recording every day, but for teamwork and what it's designed to do, I think it works just fine. So sort of just like a screen rec, I'll have to give it a double grade. One grade is going to be for the desktop recording and another is simply for what it's designed to do. And you guys will be able to check that out in the spreadsheet, which you can find the link to below this video, also in the comments, so do check it out. Throughout this series, I stumbled upon a bunch of programs that were simply lying to what they're supposed to do, to what they're gonna do. At least this program tells you, hey, look, there will be a limit, there is this limit, here's this, here's that, and that's just fine. So what's my final grade for this program? Like in the previous videos, do check out the spreadsheet, which link is in the description and comments below. Also do consider rating the video, leaving a comment, and maybe subscribing to the channel, because that always helps, and you can unsubscribe at any point you want. Now, that about does it for this season. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There will be more videos where I review free desktop recording softwares in another season, but for now, I'm wrapping it up. 30 December 2020, the year has been wild. Hope you guys are all doing okay. Happy holidays and stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in another episode. Priest, signing out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back.